Hello everybody and welcome back to another Mission Moonshot video. Here we have one of the last CSJ Constellation launches. We're actually going to have one more before we completely retire this rocket for good. I know we said that last time there wasn't going to be any more CSJ launches, but it just so happens that they're the most economical thing to use right now. While we're waiting for our launch pad to be upgraded. Because yeah, in order for us to launch the Atlas, we actually need the 150-ton pad, which we don't currently have, so that's why we are still launching these rockets. Anyways, our first objective for today is going to be the communications test satellite with a... Glad I checked that. We're going to be rolling back, because I thought this rocket said it had 104 units. It said it did in the VAB, but obviously it does not. Now that we're on the pad, it's saying we don't have 104 units. Time to roll it back. Alrighty, well there you go. The launch pad's complete now, so we can go ahead and roll our rocket back out. Get that launching. February 1st, 1970. So, let's go ahead and get on this launch for real this time. So, yep, checking this. We have the 104 units. We have the ascent guidance tuned for the 944 kilometer per area axis, basically 1,000 kilometer per area axis. And then a way higher apoapsis, which we will achieve with a kick stage that has just enough delta V to just barely reach 4444. So that way, if it overburns a little bit, it might, you know, get a little bit closer to 8. But it'll be within the parameters there. So that is good. Nice wide parameters there. Means we can use solids, which are cheaper and... Or I don't know. They're just cheaper than solids, and they don't demand as much weight as solids. So they're just all around easier to use than solids. But anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and engage this autopilot and launch the penultimate CSJ Constellation launch. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And whenever you want to launch, game. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Bye, rocket, bye! Alrighty, and there we go. There's the initial orbit. We do have 2,000 meters per second in this stage, but we're unable to use it because of the inability to relight that engine. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, I don't need to create a maneuver for this, but I'm going to anyway, just because it's going to make things a little bit easier. So yeah, we'll plot a maneuver at our apoapsis, which is going to be like in 45 minutes. Drag this out prograde. Basically all the delta V we have. Little bit higher just to make sure residuals don't become an issue, and that apoapsis is at about 7,000. So even if we overburned by about 200 meters per second, we're still going to be within our planned apogee, which, yeah, that is good. So that'll be the orbit. And yeah, we don't really need the maneuver per se, but at least we know for sure that we're gonna get it. And it's going to be good, and it's going to be great and all that. And we can go ahead and spin stabilize, aiming the correct way before we even get to the destination. So that way, if we lose probe control at our apoapsis, at least we'll be aiming the right direction. Thought these RCS thrusters would be a little bit more powerful than they are. They're really not doing a whole lot. They must not be big enough. And then again, this thing has still probably got quite a bit of fuel in it. In reality, we wouldn't even need RCS. We could just vent the fuel in various directions, which that would basically be RCS. Let me spin up the spacecraft. Oh, it won't let me. We were busy flying over the Atlantic, but we're approaching Africa now, so that's good. Spin her up, spin that spacecraft up. Okay, there we go. As you can see, that spin stabilization does a great job keeping us aligned. And as soon as we line up, we will fire. Launch the satellite. Okay, left it a little bit there. Well, there we are, we made it. There we are, we made it. Happy satellite. Happy satellite. Alrighty. Transfer back to the customer. There you go. Enjoy your satellite. Do whatever you want to do with it. You have a satellite now. Our job here is done. You got a satellite. And yeah, we got money. So now we can do... Yeah, I don't know, Mars or Venus flyby, I think will be coming up pretty soon. Not quite sure when we'll be able to do these, but I think so. Ooh, communications network. Oh, wow. 1 ComSat, 2, 3, 4. Mission Control is tired of losing vessels and probes over the horizon, since they're rarely heard from again. We need to find a way to stay in constant communication with our probes. Exactly, we just lost contact with the probes. So this is due to communication with 4 network sats that has continuous connectivity. Okay, so just a bunch of satellites in an orbit. So I guess, yeah, as low inclination as we can probably do. And we have to get these all up within 2 days? Or no, I guess it's just maybe testing. It tests the network after 2 days. But yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to do. And then is this one we just did? Yeah, communications test satellite. I kind of want to accept Mars flyby. I need to do a lot of testing to figure out how to actually get an interplanetary encounter. But yeah, I think we can do Mars because we have the technology. Yeah, once we get in like interplanetary communications, like right after our first crewed orbit, which I think is going to be our next launch, right? First crewed orbit. Oh yeah, we have the bigger launch pad now. Launch pad has been upgraded. So I think we can do first crewed orbit. So yeah, Mercury Atlas, ready to roll. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and unlock the parts. There we go. It added the balance to the build list. And then we'll also go ahead and add CSJ Molnia. Because the Tundra contract, it was pretty similar to the Molnia. Yeah, it says, since you already included the Molnia orbit, this is the same type of orbit, but with an orbital period the same as an Earth sidereal day. So I feel like we can definitely get it with this rocket. Yeah, that seems doable. Alrighty, so I went ahead and did the simulation for the Tundra orbit, and the Delta V just barely wasn't there, so we'll probably end up doing that with a very basic Atlas Agena, because that'll have a slightly more Delta V. But instead of completely scrapping the vehicle, I went ahead and just pivoted over to another mission that we had, second generation NavSat, which all this is pretty much within our abilities. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. 900, so yeah, just a 900 by 900 orbit. Very simple. So anyways, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Almost have the orbit. Unfortunately, our trajectory was just a little too low. Luckily, I think we have plenty more RCS in here. So if we just go ahead and enable the crossfeed on this stage, we should be able to go ahead and warp to apogee now. And then do another burn to raise the perigee just the slightest little bit. Because, yeah, we just need that to get a little bit higher. Because, yeah, our first stage didn't quite reach 900. So we're doing it this way. But, it's fine. Everything's nominal here, Get a nice view of Mexico. Baja California down there. Ooh, I don't know if it'll get there, actually. It might just barely not make it. There we go. We got it. It was all nominal. It was all part of the plan. Don't worry about it. Alrighty. I think this is our satellite, too. Thought it was another customer payload, but nope. It's our happy little satellite. Oh, look, operational navigation system. 5 navigation satellites. That's crazy. I guess we can go and grab this. Or we're about to do Orbital, so we can go and complete suborbital as well. And yeah, something I would like to mention before we get this rocket off the pad here is that I have actually changed my Mercury Atlas design since the live stream. I actually followed the tutorial for CarNASA's PVG-friendly Atlas, which basically means that we can use ascent guidance to get this into its 200 by 200 orbit here. And yeah, it has the Delta V to do so. So, without any further ado, are you ready, Anzhelika? I think she's definitely ready. Alrighty, go ahead and raise the walkway. Get that out of here. Let's go ahead and prime the guidance. 3, 2, 1. Go Atlas! Go Mercury! Go first orbit! There we go. First orbit. Well, crude orbit. I feel like you guys understand, right? Please say you didn't use the... Oh, frick. It used the retros. That is very bad. That is very bad. Ascent guidance just used the retros up. I feel like I've tested it before and it hasn't done that, but you know, knowing me, maybe I didn't do that, and it just used the retros up. Well, either way, I think we can still deorbit with RCS. Not ideal though. But either way, we can go ahead and run some experiments, right? Yeah, experiments. Those are fun. Yeah, let's do those. Yeah, no, everything is fine here. Everything is according to plan. Everything is fine. Everything is going to be fine. Hey, new crude speed record. Hey, look at that. Hey, yeah. Great, wonderful. Stay in space for a day. Could stay in space for a day, but I don't know if we want to stay in space for a day. Okay, return home safely, yada yada. So they want us to do at least one full orbit. Enjoy the sights. Enjoy the sights as Earth whizzes on by below you. You know, it's a great old time. Great old time to be in space. Isn't it wonderful? Just a wonderful time. Just a great old wonderful time. Just be cruising around in space. Wonderful days ahead. Wonderful days. Wonderful days. Okay, have we completed that kind of science yet? Yeah, I think we'll do one more orbit. We'll complete this science, and then we'll try and see if we can try and get you home. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. So at Apoapsis, we will try and use RCS to burn retrograde. Which is going to be hard on Mercury because we don't have any forward aft facing RCS. But we do have RCS facing out the side. So we might be able to make something work with it. Worth a shot. So let's try. If we just do something like this, and then do that. That might be enough to deorbit. Oh shoot, I was gonna say we're almost there, but then I checked our HTP and it is running out. Our last hope is to just decouple that. That wasn't quite enough. Pow. Not sure how much that did. It seemed pretty violent, but I saw the periapsis move like a kilometer. Yeah, 144. Oh dear. But anyways, I think on this very sad incident, I'm gonna have to end the video here. Stinks to lose another crew member due to not being great at the RP1 here. But hey, that's how you learn. Yeah, I'm sorry, Anzhelika. You'll probably run out of oxygen first, most likely. See ya guys later. Goodbye for now.